Hi Capricorn, welcome to May. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel and sharing the videos, and thank you for taking time out to comment. I really enjoy reading all your comments. And for those who've ordered readings, thank you for choosing me. I appreciate your support, and I've enjoyed working with all of you. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I hope they're helping people. So what's coming up in May for Capricorn? We have a new moon in Taurus, which is favorable to your sign, and a full moon in Scorpio, which is also in harmony with Capricorn. So let's see what the cards say, and we'll get into the astrology later. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Capricorn need to know for love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Capricorn need to know? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. Okay, one more. Ten of Swords. The Lovers. The King of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Sun. The Wheel of Fortune. The Devil. The Hangman. And the Tower. Well, this is interesting. Major changes are happening, Capricorn. So the Ten of Swords, you're starting out the month making a decision to leave something behind, to end something that hasn't been working. The Ten of Swords is like, it's over. Whatever you've been giving your energy to that's been maybe toxic or maybe not beneficial to you, you're deciding to like move away from it. It's like I'm not going to give this I'm not going to give my energy to something that's not in my best interest. Something is ending. The Lovers, it could be a relationship, but it's almost like I feel like you're going to be moving on to something better. It just may take some time to work itself out. And when you do meet this person, because the Lovers is like a strong connection with someone. It's like a karmic connection, a soulmate connection. But there's always an issue of choice. Choosing from like two paths, making a decision. It could be a decision where you're choosing between two people. Do I choose this person? Do I leave this person? This relationship is not working anymore, and do I go to this new path? Or do I choose to stay or to go? That's another choice it could be. Do I try to work things out? Do I leave? Or do I try and make things better? Whatever the case is, something's got to give. You've reached the end of the line with your patience, with your energy. You're ready for change, for major change. And this would really fit. It fits because you have Pluto and Saturn in your sign. So those are planets that are saying, see the reality of your situation. And Pluto is wanting you to transform. So if you're not living your full potential, Pluto will create major change to bring you into that, to transform your life in a better way. Pluto can take things away only because they're preventing you from stepping into your power. So that once this block is gone, whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever situation that's ending, let it go. If you feel like something has reached its limit, like I just can't do this anymore, you're going to let go of whatever's not, it's time to let go and not give it any more energy. So if you're in a relationship where someone is just draining your energy and they're not giving you what you deserve, you may just decide to walk away. It could even be a career move, but I feel like it's a relationship. You have the King of Cups here. This could be someone, and also when I'm looking at the Devil card, you could be involved with someone who has an addiction problem. It's either alcohol or drugs, or there's something that you feel you're bound to this person, or you're trying to break away, and they're not a healthy influence in your life. Even if it's not drinking or drugs, it's like you're obsessed with the person, or you're finding it hard to leave, even though a part of you knows it's time. Maybe they represent a certain type of security for you, or there's just something that you feel bound to them in some way. And the Six of Swords is about moving away from difficulty. Like the worst is over. The good thing about the Ten of Swords is the worst is over. It can't get any worse. Like you even yourself, you're feeling it. It's not like sometimes endings come as a surprise, but sometimes we kind of know. It's like, it's time. It's time for me to do something else. It's time for me to let go of this thing and to move on to something better. So you could be leaving one person that you've known for a long time and moving on. And you have this Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords energy is, it's a quick departure. So someone may either leave or enter your life suddenly. You may end, so everything that's going to happen is going to happen quick. I feel like it's going to be like a sudden decision. Okay, I'm done with you. And now and then you meet this new person, or you're choosing this new path, and you want to get on it right away. Things are changing. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. Now, the one thing I want to stress, it's not. I know there are some cards here that you might be saying, "Oh my God, the Ten of Swords. It looks ominous," But it's not ominous because you have the Sun here. The Sun is like everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. If you're in the middle of this chaos, it might be a little chaotic while you're going through the changes, but the outcome is positive. What this energy is doing, it's clearing out something that needs to go. It's something that you've been holding on to and trying to, giving your energy to, and it's not giving you anything back. So it's time for you to experience this Sun. It's time to experience a relationship where there's an equal give and take, where you're being valued and you're being honored for who you are and you're being loved. So if you've been giving your love to someone, and this may not be for everyone, but I feel like this is a specific message for those people where it resonates. If you've been giving your love to a relationship to someone who really hasn't been there for you, or hasn't really even acknowledged your gifts or your specialness, it's time to let that go. And something new is on the horizon. The Sun is here. Once you make a decision to make this major change, to let go of, stop wasting your energy where, you're planting seeds where it's not growing. You're giving your love and it's not being returned. You're doing work and you're not being rewarded. Whatever it is, you deserve to be recognized. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to receive the rewards of your efforts. So maybe you're just, stop casting your pearls before swine, basically. Because this love card, you have the potential to make a strong love connection with someone who will value you and will appreciate you and will reward you, where you're getting recognition, you're getting acknowledged, you're getting heard, you're being, you're being loved back. You're getting back. It's like, and you're having fun. Sun is about enjoying life, being with someone that you really enjoy. So The Wheel of Fortune is here, but it's in your negative thinking sector. So you're thinking like, oh, nothing good ever happens to me. You know, life is just hard. It's all work, no play. Things are changing. May could be a turning point for you. But you have to let go of something that's been holding on to you. It's like you have this, something wants to imprison you or keep you tied down to something that's not in your best interest. The devil is like, you know, in some cards, it's two people that are chained. So something is really like sucking your energy or taking over your life. And it's not giving you enough room to breathe, to enjoy, to have fun. And it could be work. It could be work. A work project that's just consuming you. It could be a relationship that's consuming you, where you're giving all your energy to this one relationship and you don't have time for yourself. So it's time to put an end to that. It's time to wake up and say, hey, what about me? What about my needs? What am I getting out of this? It's not, you know, a lot of times, I mean, we give unconditionally because we enjoy helping people. But sometimes you have to ask, well, what am I getting back? You know, I keep giving to this person, but it like, do they reciprocate? Do they even care? Do they even acknowledge my gift? My love? You know, at some point you have to draw the line or set some boundaries. You have the Hangman here in your wish fulfillment sector. So you could be giving something up for something better, definitely. But it may take time. Like I said, this is a card of having patience. You need to have patience. It's also a card of seeing things from a different perspective. You know, you may have unique views about certain things that may not be favorable to the rest of the world. You know, you may think like, hey, I want to do this and this is innovative. And everybody's like, what, are you crazy? They just can't see it. But you see it. So have faith in your own thoughts and your ideas and your plans, because you want to come into this energy of the sun. And the tower is like, you're going to see the truth about a person or a situation. It's like a wake-up call, where you see what's really going on, you see what's really happening, and you get released from an oppressive situation. So if you're in a relationship, and this may not be for everyone, but for those of you who are in a relationship that is oppressive, that is, you know, somebody's holding you back from being successful in the world, or holding you back from having a loving connection, you're going to see that. You're going to see that person's selfishness. You're going to see that they don't really care about you, that they're just out for their own, concerned with their own needs. And you're going to put an end to it. You're going to say, you know what? I can't live like this anymore. The tower usually comes up when you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I have to change. Things have to change. And it may feel like you have to rebuild from ground zero. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, you know. What the tower does, it will break down whatever is false in your world. Whether it's a relationship or a career path, a friendship, whatever it is that is just not in your best interest, that's not giving you what you need, that's not giving you what you deserve, that's going to come crashing down. So while you're in it, you're thinking, my world's full, everything's falling apart. It's not. It's preparing you to rebuild in a better direction, to claim your power, to step into who you really are, and to be seen, and to be heard, and to be loved. The sun. It's going to be okay. So you might be going through some surprising things might happen. Surprising information, You're going to see the truth about what's going on in your life. And from that point, you're going to know what you need to do, and you're going to change. And you're going to move on to something better and more rewarding and more fulfilling. So hold on to the sun while you're going through the chaos. Because the Lovers is about knowing what your needs are and choosing wisely too. You know, you have to make choices. You may have to choose one path over another. And choose to let something go. Let something die. Because it's no longer serving you. Because it's not in your best interest. Because it's been draining your energy. It's been sucking the life out of you. The devil. You have to put the devil to rest. Recognize, but you have to recognize the devil first. You have to see it, you know? Sometimes we're so caught up in what we're doing, we don't see it. We don't see people for who they are. And when you finally see the truth, you're like, okay, now I know what I need to do. I'm not going to let this person do this to me anymore. And that's when things are going to start to change for the better. Once you wake up and you see the truth. So, the new moon in Taurus, it's happening in your 5th house. That is the house of romance, children, creativity. So you're going to be you can make a new start where you're going to actually be doing work that you love. Or you can have a new romance that brings a sense of lightness to your life, a sense of fun, a sense of creativity. Neptune's in the 3rd house. So you might be, and it's trining the new moon. And you have the North Node in the 7th house. That's like, you're going, that's your karmic path. The North Node in the 7th house in Cancer. It's time for you to form relationships with people that are nurturing you. Capricorn is like the workaholic. You know, you're always doing for everybody. You're, you know, taking on responsibility, taking on work. Let me do it because, you know, because you're so strong and you're so organized and you're so capable. People, and you're a leader. Now, Capricorns are natural leaders too. People come to you because of your strength and your advice. And it's easy for you to fall into a trap of helping everyone. But what about you? It's time for you to start to form relationships that are nurturing you instead of you being nurturing instead of you working for everyone. And with Neptune in the 3rd, you could be doing some artwork, some creativity. It's a good time for creativity with this new moon. So if you're thinking of, you know, trying out a new creative project or something new that you feel is fun, this is the time to do it. Mars is in your 5th house. Jupiter's in your 11th. So you're really thinking about, hey, I want fun. I want fun in my life. Maybe I've been working too hard. Maybe the devil is a job that's sucking the life out of you. You know, you've been working and you're giving all your energy to this project and you have no time for anything. You have no time for fun. So it's time for you to wake up and say, hey, I need work-life balance. Jupiter's in your 11th house, so it's giving you luck. And it's giving you support to fulfill a dream, to actually achieve a goal that you've wanted to achieve over a long time. It's bringing wealth to your business. If you're in business for yourself, it's bringing money and abundance. And you might be thinking, how can I expand my business? How can I grow my business? How can I reach a wider audience? You know, more clients. The full moon happens in the 12th house, and it's activating the 6th and the 12th house. So that's like your psychological. Capricorn. It's in the 11th house. The 11th and the 5th house is where this full moon is coming. So you could be finishing up a creative project, but it could also bring, because you have Venus and Uranus coming together in May in your 5th house. It could bring an unexpected romance, like a friendship could turn to love. Someone that you know through the groups that you belong to, or someone that you know as a friend, can become a romantic partner in May. Especially since you have Mars in the 7th, it's activating your like you're really putting energy into partnerships in May. Like if you're not in a relationship, your Mars in the 7th is saying, I'm going to put energy because I want to find someone. I want to be in a relationship. I want to put that energy out there and form, good partnerships. If you are in a relationship, Mars in the 7th can cause arguments. Like you're bringing up issues. It's giving you the courage to speak up about the things that are not making you happy. So it's time to communicate. If you feel like you need something from your partner, now's the time to talk about it. Let's get at it. You don't have to fight over it, but it's giving you the courage to fight for what you need in a relationship. But there's definitely an opportunity for romance and even if it's not romance, creativity. But Venus conjunct Uranus, it could be a surprising connection. Someone that you never thought you'd be attracted to, all of a sudden, you're finding yourself, this person like may come out of nowhere and offer you, some type of romantic opportunity. Or it could be a creative project that comes through your friendship, through friends, and something comes up out of your environment or out of your local area, and suddenly you're working on this new creative project. If it's not a romantic thing, if it's not a romance, it's definitely that the work that you're doing is going to be involving more creativity, and it's going to be fun. It's not going to feel like work. So major changes are coming in May, Capricorn, but don't be afraid of the change. It may, when the dust settles, you could be living a totally different life. Because with the Tower, that's like major change, It's not like, well, I'm just going to, put on a new dress. Or I mean, Tower is like a makeover, It's like, okay, whatever I was before, I'm like redoing everything, and I am a new person. I'm following a new path, being more true to myself. You have the energy to make these changes. You've got Pluto in your sign. Pluto is giving you power. Saturn is giving you strength to do the work. Saturn, you're ruled by Saturn. And you're used to the energy of Saturn, which Saturn requires work. It requires you to see the reality. But Pluto is giving you is saying, we want you to step into your power. We want you to live authentically. We want you to share your gifts and be seen and heard and recognized. So you're going to be seen as someone who really makes a difference. Your image is changing in major ways in the world and how you're seen. Both in relationships, romantic relationships, partnerships, but even in work relationships, because the 7th house rules marriage, but it also rules business partnerships. So you're going to see the truth about certain things. And it's going to set you on the right path. It's going to give you the energy to pursue that path. You're going to be fired up. Because once you stop giving your energy, like letting it go down the drain, to these people that are draining you, you're going to reclaim that energy and put it toward achieving your goals. So major changes are coming up, but it's positive. So don't be afraid of the change. And I'm not, like, the Tower to me is exciting. I don't know, unless you're really afraid of change, because the Tower means major change. But the good thing, what the people don't realize is the other side of the change is a better life. You just have to get through the chaos of during the transition. But once the dust settles, you're on a new path. You're in a better life. You're not being, it represents, the sun is going to come out, This is a card of, it's going to be okay. You're happy, you're dancing, you're in love, you're committing to a project or a person that really fulfills you. It's all good. So don't worry about the Tower. Don't worry about the changes. Just focus on, what do I really need? What is right for me? And that will help you make those decisions and will help you embrace the changes and look forward to the end result. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. If you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. And in the meantime, May's going to be exciting, unexpected, but you're going to wind up in a good place. So don't worry about change. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye.